And it's that time of the year. Families are heading to Apple Hill for apple picking, of course, donuts, cider, and a whole lot more. But what does the future of Apple Hill look like as it faces climate change? Meteorologist Brendan Minchef has the story tonight.
Just up the road from Placerville,
I made myself a donut this morning.
You'll find Tom Heflin.
And it was really good.
More affectionately known as Farmer Tom, he and his wife own Rainbow Orchards in Apple Hill.
We've had this farm since 1977, but I was raised in the area, so I could say I've been here longer than Apple Hill.
So as you might expect, he knows a thing or two about apples. All kinds of apples.
Galas, Honeycrisp, Brayburns, Cameos, Fuji's, Granny Smith, Arkansas Black.
And in all that time, this year stands out in Farmer Tom's mind.
I can't think of a better summer growing season in all the years we've been here. It's absolutely perfect from bloom to harvest. Everywhere in Apple Hill, they're going to have nice apples this year.
That perfect season really started over the winter with the abundant mid-elevation snow the region saw.
You had a lot of rain. We had a lot of snow. Which is good, because the apples need chill time. Because of the late snow, they didn't bloom early, which is also very good. Last year, it was a warm winter, they bloomed, and it froze. This year, bloom, no freeze, perfect weather.
As the seasons continue to change and fall settles into Northern California,
it helps not to be in the 90s because people aren't thinking fall. And they don't think about Apple Hill until they think fall.
More and more people will make the trek up to Apple Hill.
Every weekend gets busier and busier until we get to Halloween.
But climate change threatens what is a pilgrimage of sorts for many Northern Californians. Warmer nights and warmer days, along with more wet to dry and heat to freeze whiplash, could jeopardize everything from the apple's color and taste to the apple's ability to grow at all.
If the nights are too warm, we won't get the chill hours. The blossoms won't form properly while the tree is dormant. If it warms up too quick after the winter, the trees come out too soon, the blooms too soon, and then you got the frost problem. I know there is some concern about the warmer evenings. I guess it just depends on how many we get.
Apples need 800 hours of chill during the winter. That's about 30 days, with temperatures between 34 to 50 degrees. The average winter low temperature in Placerville nowadays is 35 degrees. That's up about 5 degrees over the last 50 years and represents a significant baseline shift during that time.
A couple nights is okay, but if it was all winter, boy, who knows?
Warmer temps and an earlier start to the growing season also means more opportunities for bugs and diseases to take hold. It can also mean more water is needed to keep the trees healthy.
We're really lucky up here in El Dorado County because the El Dorado County Irrigation District has a program where there are probes in the orchard, and they read the probes, and we only irrigate when we need to. We're very tight with our water up here because we really realize how important water is.
Climate change presents challenges to all aspects of life as we know it.
I can't say that the weather has affected us that much.
And the apples and the way of life on Apple Hill are no exception.
In the long term, the weather will affect us.
But that doesn't discourage Farmer Tom and his wife. They'll still be up here growing apples, making cider, and frying donuts, all while adapting to a new, more variable climate.
But start with the donuts. That's a good way to start the day.
If you haven't had their donuts, you are missing out. And if you do head to Apple Hill this fall, El Dorado County's tourism group recommends visiting the farms earlier in the day if you are going on a weekend. And they say the heavy traffic starts after 10 a.m. and most ranches open starting at 8 a.m.